Alright, guys, I'm gonna try to multitask because I don't have much time, but I definitely want to share this information with you guys. So, first thing, I'm only going to share this with y'all if you promise me. You have to promise me that you're going to take advantage of this information, that you will open up an account, and you will purchase your first share of stock, whatever stock you decide. I think it's really important because what's the use of me even putting energy if nobody really cares, or nobody's really going to take advantage of it. Like, I want you guys to take advantage of it. I want you and your children, everybody, to create generational wealth, because I believe that that is a way out of oppression, creating wealth building, because everything is controlled by like money, power, respect. And us as a whole, African Americans, we don't have much power here. That's why we get treated however people feel. We are, we get the bottom of the barrel, the short end of the stick, whatever you want to call it. After us, our ancestors, I'm not even gonna say ancestors because people get disconnected. Our family members, our great 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 grandparents, built this country for free, and we don't reap any of the benefits. Like, we never got our reparations. We never got a chance to get off on a good foot, a good start. And even, when we say, forget it, we'll just start from the ground up like we've been. We're just going to build it like we've been doing, because that's what we do. We know that people have torn down, well, I wouldn't say tore down a legacy, because it's still going to be a legacy, like Black Wall Street. But all these, successful black communities, and anybody that wanted to succeed or branch off and be independent, because they figured out, long before a lot of people have figured out, that this just really isn't going to work. It's not going to work because the system is built on white supremacy and racism and our oppression. So when you find people that say, fuck this shit, and I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do because you ain't here for me anyway, they drop bombs on them. Like the movement here in Philly. Like, literally, government dropped bombs on a whole street. That's crazy, right? But yeah, Black Wall Street, we know what can be done, what white supremacy can do. But anyway, these are all factors as to why I don't have the crab in the barrel mindset. Because I want everybody to succeed. I don't really feel like I'm going to completely, or we can completely be successful or overcome our oppression if we don't do it as a collective, as a whole. So that's why I want everybody to win. So I'm not with the whole competition type thing, because a lot of people have the mindset like, well, I want to be, I want to stand out because I want to be successful, and that's determined by the success or lack of success, lack thereof, someone else's success. Like, why is that determining your success? Why can't we both be successful? Can't we both be successful? What's wrong with that? So I want everybody to start shifting our mindsets. And I totally understand it, because again, it was that's how it was set up for us to compete with each other and hate one another, hate ourselves, like don't respect ourselves, like love, the idea of what it is to be, I don't want to say I got to choose my words sometimes because people get a little antsy, get a little offended and whatnot. But moving right along, but yeah, I want everybody to take advantage. I know I'm talking about. I really wanted to explain the background because then maybe it can resonate, and that's what I think a lot of millennials. We hear these things from our elders and older people that's successful, but we don't really take it in. We don't digest it as well as if it was coming from somebody that's just like you know what I mean, just like me. I'm just like you. So what I did was take the little bit of information that I obtained, and I can break it down as best as to the best of my ability. Now I'm not no expert. Okay, I'm not an expert, but from what I got out of it, it's really not that easy to learn about stocks, the stock market, and how to actually go about purchasing stock and whatnot. Yeah, I cannot multitask. I lied. All right, so it's really not that hard. It's really not that much to it. And what I did was down, because I always listen to Dr. Boyce Watkins. Dr. Boyce Watkins, he's a bad man. He's a bad man. He is a black professor. He has his PhD. He specializes in financial literacy and economic empowerment. So, I mean, if you just give this man a chance, like some people are just so quick, they don't even want to hear what certain people have to say because they have certain stigmas for whatever reason. But now, like Dr. Boyce Watkins, he you don't have to agree with everything that anybody says because you have your right. Like you have your own mind, use your own mind, and make your own decisions. So don't just go ahead and listen to whatever and agree with anybody. I want you to think for yourself, dissect, analyze, break it down. Does it make sense? Does it not make sense? Is this true? Is this factual? You know what I'm saying? Take all them things into consideration. So, like Dr. Boyce Watkins, I think he's an atheist. Now, I don't, like, so sometimes he go on and say things, in that aspect where I'm just like, I'm not really interested in all that. But what he teaches you about financial literacy, he's a bad man. He got a lot of things going on, and I respect him because he cares so much about his people. He cares so much. Like his duty and his life, his whole purpose is to build the black community up. Like he wants to share his knowledge, share as much knowledge as possible. He does have classes. I mean, man, if I had the time and money, like I wouldn't even went to college. I would have went to the Black Business School. That's Dr. Boyce Watkins. He got a couple of different classes and courses, all about things that were not taught in school. Things that we're not taught. Like, and we have no idea. Like, we go out into this world and we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. We just being led. We just following. We just sheep. We just sheep going on. We don't even know. So I don't like that. Like, he teaches even kids. Like, he has kids courses because he believes that, I know for one thing that every child should know how to start a business by the age of 12. why wouldn't they? I think that's awesome. I think that's ideal. And he has classes to shows you all the information, all the breakdown, what you need, everything. Okay, you hear me? Then he got the flashcards. He got the Melanated Moguls flashcards that teach the kids about all these black, African American, black people, great people that went on to do and accomplish many things, be successful, change the world. So I think that's important. Stuff that they don't teach in school. You hear me? Don't teach in school. They don't teach none of this in school. And I think that's like an awesome thing, like with social media. I feel like this generation, like if we don't like really take it all over the edge, but I think this generation, like we're going to put the first foot in the door, like, because we got social media going on, all this good information is being passed along that we weren't taught. If it wasn't for social media, then we really wouldn't be able to know any of these things. We wouldn't be able to reach any of these things so easily. You know what I'm saying? It was so hard. Like, we would really have to dig. Now, guys, it's not that hard nowadays. So just, take a little bit of time and, learn a few things. Like Dr. Boyce Watkins. Like, I just listen. Sometimes I'm at work, put my earphones in, and listen to what he got to say. And I know we have a short attention span sometimes, us millennials. That's why they make them, everything so short. Like, they got the little short clip videos because they know our attention span. Let me be like, we get tired of it fast. So, with that being said, you have to be patient. Now, I'm going to tell you how to do this, but you need to be patient. Now, we all make time for things that we want and things that we love, okay? So, we have to just be patient, take some time. You're going to have to do a little bit of research. So I'm just giving you a heads up. Like, if you really are serious about building wealth for yourself and your children and your family, you just got to be patient. You got to be patient. You got to put in a little bit of work, but it's really not hard, because really, like, okay, operating the, I don't even want to say opening the account and, navigating through the site and everything, your portfolio, as they call it, it's just like learning anything else. It takes time. It takes practice. So you just have to be patient. Okay? So, and just like if you were to open up a new app, a phone app, you're not familiar with it. It all looks strange. It looks strange, right? Because, it's like a foreign language. You're not used to it. So, just keep that in mind. Because it's going to look a little different. It's going to look like, whoa, like, is this out of my league? But really, it's not. Like, and Dr. Boyce Watkins, he's the one that I was just like, well, let me just, let me figure this out myself. He actually has a couple of YouTube videos. So I want everybody, first thing I did was go to YouTube, go to what did I go to? How to buy stock, I think I said. And then I put Dr. Boyce Watkins. So, because I want to hear everything from a black perspective. I can relate to him. He can relate to me. He understands us. So, I'm going to him. So, I look through his videos, and he got a couple. There's other people too. You can go ahead and venture off there. But primarily his videos, and he talks about how a lot of black people are just scared of, like, even when you say the word stock market, like, they just don't even consider it because they feel like it's out of their league, like it's not for them, it's not for us black people. Like, no, it is. He also tells us about why a lot of white people are wealthy, because they invest in the stock market, like, and we don't. A lot of us don't. You know what I'm saying? So, we have to combat our oppression and white supremacy through building wealth in one way, one major way, key way. He said, and which I researched too. Don't just listen to what anybody say. Also do your research. Is investing in the stock market, long term. Now, and he has a class too on stock, about the stock market. He teaches you how to, play the stock market. But I'm gonna keep it simple now, because it can get touchy when it's when you're trying to make a quick buck. You're not trying to invest long term. See, it's risk. Period. It's going to be risk. There's no risk without reward. There's no reward without risk, whatever it say. So there is some risk. I guess that's why some people are scared. But what Dr. Boyce Watkins explained, in which I further got backed up from research, is that when you invest long term, there's less risk and more reward. So I don't got time to be playing these games on the stock market. Now, when I get a little bit more sophisticated as time goes on, then maybe I'll dibble and dabble. But when you invest long term, without a doubt, pretty much, you're going to make a significant profit, because you're earning compound interest. Compound interest is like interest on top of your interest. So like I was saying, Amazon is a good example, because now Amazon, if you were to buy Amazon stock, $5,000 worth of Amazon stock 20 years ago, that stock would be $5 million today. Now that sounds pretty good to me. I think that will put my son on a good start. Yes, ma'am. So keep that in mind. So we investing long term. I don't know about the short term stuff. Now what I learned about long term investing, all right, so you purchase your stock, and you continue on a continuous basis. So you don't just buy just one share of stock. And let me explain a little bit more. Okay, so when you purchase a share of stock, or a share of a business, we're going to say Amazon, a share of, or a piece of Amazon, you now become the owner, a part owner of that corporation, that business, whatever. And shares, when you go in there, dang, this video is going to be long because I can kind of go into that. So when you purchase a share, and the prices vary, like Twitter was about $32 today, whereas I think Amazon was $100 and something per share. But so they vary in price. And what was I about to say before that? Don't you hate that? I hate when I lose my thought, and I was on a roll. But yeah, okay, so you're a part owner of that company. So now you have ownership. And so now this share, then you want to purchase shares normally, like, see, this is my thing. Instead of just saving money, like, we all want to save money for our kids, right? Just put a couple dollars here away, put a each month, each week, or whatever, put away for your kid, right? So instead of just saving that money, invest that money for your child. So invest it in the stock market, right? So you put in your $10, your $20, your $50, your $100, whatever, you putting in for your son, for your kids. I'm talking about, me in particular, my whole thought process. But I know everybody else wants to, do the same. You want the best for your kids, right? So, why wouldn't I share this information? So, so we, excuse me. And instead of saving, we're going to invest in the stock market for long-term wealth. Okay, so now his birthday, I didn't tell him, my boo-boo, my son, that I had purchased him stock yet. But for his birthday and Christmas, so you can keep that in mind. So each Christmas, each birthday, also you probably want to put a little bit more, because now it's a gift, it's part of his gift. You know what I mean? So you can buy him, toys and books and whatever else you want to. But also, don't forget to purchase some stock for him or her. And all right, so basically, I'm trying to think what else. So we're going to invest. All right, so let me tell you about the website. All right, so the platform that Dr. Boyce Watkins used was Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade. It'll look like the TD bank like logo. I just used that one because Dr. Boyce Watkins used that one. Apparently there's other sites and platforms that you can sign up. So I went on there. You know what? Before I did that, I did the YouTube videos. I listened to what they said. I took it in. Anything that I wasn't quite sure of, or the definition or anything, I will write it down, or copy paste. Just Google it real quick, so you can have a better understanding. Because you don't want to just be reading or listening to things and you don't really fully comprehend. So, also, Google, research, whatever, and long-term wealth building in the stock market, anything, whatever questions you may have, just research it, and you'll find out things, and then you'll connect the dots in confirmation. All right, so now we're doing a little research. I need everybody to do your research. Don't just listen to me. Do your YouTube videos. Do your research. What else did I do? All right, so yeah, I went on their website and I looked at how to set up an account. Okay, so then they ask you questions. See, Dr. Boyce Watkins didn't tell me exactly how to set up the account, because his account was already set up. So, like on his video, he has how the screen looks. He showed you how to actually purchase the stock, like how you can look up the names of the stock, because it's like abbreviations. Like when you're looking for Amazon or you're looking for Twitter, you can't type in, you can type in the whole word. That's what I do, and then a little thing is going to come up and it's going to say look up, and then you click on that, and then you type in the name, and then the abbreviation will come up. So then you enter that, hit the quote button, and then it'll come up in I think it's real time, yeah, how much that share is going for at that moment. Now the stock market is constantly changing, so like even if you don't purchase that stock right then and there, it'll tell you, like, and then you try to hit submit, it's going to tell you waited too long, so now you got to redo it, because now the price might change. So what else is on there? So I went on the website, and okay, so opening up account. So there's different options. They're going to tell you like most popular options. Dang, it's on my phone. I always take screenshots of everything and I compare. So that's might be helpful. Because you want to make sure that you fully understand everything. Also, read everything. So I know sometimes, like I said, with our short attention span, I be getting I be reading stuff, and then I'm like, hurry up, I'm trying to get to the point, and I'll skip over, kind of glimpse over. Don't do that. Definitely read everything. And it's very helpful information, because their website is very helpful. They have different tools, different articles. Like, you know, it's a link right there. Boom. You can read that article. And what else? Oh yeah, and then all the different options, the different accounts. Like if you hover over it, and you can click on it, it'll have the breakdown and explain exactly what what is encompassed in this account. Like, what is this account for? Like, what do you plan on, you know, doing with this kind of account? Now, I used, since it was on my son's behalf, and I also, you can call, it's a 800 number on there. If you're still not sure, you're reading the stuff, you're still not sure, you want to confirm, you want to talk to somebody in particular, talk to somebody. Because I called and I made sure. Now, I was comparing everything, and I want to make sure that I'm opening up the right account. Because I wanted it for not for myself. I know I have to open it under me, but I wanted it for my son on his behalf. And it's a couple different accounts. But the one that fit the criteria that I was looking for was the UTMA, Uniform Transfer to Minors Act, which is kind of familiar to me already, because I work in insurance and I've heard of that before. So basically, I can invest in the stock market on his behalf, and when he comes of age, the account, the UTMA account will close, and it will turn into an individual investing account for him, and that would stop in Pennsylvania at the age of 21. And each state is different. Some states is 18, but I'm happy it's 21 because I ain't know shit when I was 18. Even though I believe my son is going to be a little bit different, I think he's going to be more mature, more wise, because of me, how I am, and I just want to make sure that he is equipped and ready for the world. So I know I'm gonna be getting on his nerves his whole life, but like, once you know better, you do better, period. So that's my whole thing. Like, I feel like I have to share this with my son. I have to make sure that he is a decent human being, first thing. That's my whole job. I take full responsibility. I take it, you know, I take the good, bad, and the ugly, how he comes out. That's me. I'm his mother. I'm responsible for him in every way. So, I want him to be, you know, ready for the world. Of course, like Dr. Boris Watkins, he's going to know how to start up a business by the age of 12. I'm going to make sure of it because I'm his mother. And so I think he's going to be mature. He's going to have all this knowledge already because I'm going to be teaching him. I'm going to be teaching him about stuff that we don't learn in school, about economics, about financial literacy, about politics, you know, all the shit that they don't teach us in school. They don't want us to know. You know, taxes, whatever. So anyway, so for 18, it's going to be 21 for him in Pennsylvania. And I believe they said something, you got to read everything. I believe, if I remember correctly, that you can actually change the age. There is an option, but there may be some kind of penalties attached with that. But I want it to be 21 anyway. So 21, his stock will have grown, what's the word? Incurred compound interest, all, you know, his shares, and you know, by the age of 21, he will already have his business plan mapped out. He ready. You know what I mean? He is ready. He don't gotta wait for nobody. He don't have to beg nobody. He don't have to stress. He don't have to nothing. My baby is gonna be set. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to share this with everybody. I really hope that you guys take advantage of this. It's really not hard. Let me think of, is there anything else that that I want to share with you. So you go on the website, you want to open up an account. There's different options. Read each option. It is right there. If you're not sure, call them. Ask them as many questions as you want. Like, that's their job. Research, you guys. Research. You're not sure what kind of stocks to purchase. You can research, or what you can use whatever you're interested in. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Boyce Watkins also had made a point that there's really like no real way of predicting how the market is going to go. So he was saying it was a study of like a group of men and then a group of chimpanzees and how they played the stock market, and the chimpanzees actually were more successful because pretty much they didn't over fucking think it. They didn't overthink it. Like, that's the whole thing. You can't predict it. So I think you do want to be wise with your decisions. You know, have some kind of thought process behind, you know, why you're purchasing these stocks or whatnot. But yes, Google. And when you open up the account, they're going to ask you a couple questions. They're going to ask you for your social, you know, all your personal information, you know, address, all that. And then ask for your child's information too. And I asked them, they don't do like a credit check, anything like that that's going to affect your credit. You know, ask them questions. Make sure you asking all the right questions. And what else did they say? So you open it up, you put in all your information. You got to put in your bank information, because the routing and account number, because you need to put, you know, funds in there first to start trading or, you know, purchasing or whatnot. And then what else? Open up. I'm trying to visualize the whole thing. And the portfolio is what they call like all your stocks that you invested in. And so you'll see that it'll show you all your transactions and everything, how much money you have left. Also, okay, so for every share that you purchase, it's a flat rate of, I believe it's $6.95 or something like that, almost $7, 6 something for each share that you purchase. It's a flat rate no matter how much the share is. If the share is $7 or if the share is $100, they're going to charge you only a flat rate of $7. What else? I think that's about it. Like, if I missed anything, like you still have questions, definitely reach out to me. I'm going to try to help you as much as possible. Like, I literally just did this within a week. You know, our lives be busy, but like I said, we make time for the things that we really want. Now, I never had time to invest for myself, but I knew, you know, I didn't have an option when it came to my son. His birthday is coming up. Christmas is coming up. Ain't no, you know, no excuses. So, definitely, you guys, make a time, please. I'm going to challenge you to put this on your to-do list, to have this completed by the end of the week. Sometimes, like, we really have to make goals for ourselves, set goals, create a timeline, and execute. Like, so before Monday, so by Sunday, please promise me that you are going to do your research, do your YouTube, make your call, whatever you gotta do, and open up the account and purchase your first share of stock before this week is over. So by Sunday. Can I challenge y'all this? Can I challenge y'all on this? It's really not that hard. You just take some time. Like, you just gotta be patient. That's what I was saying. You just gotta be patient, because it's gonna look new. It's gonna look different. It's kind of gonna look intimidating, but don't sell yourself short. You're smart. If you can navigate a new app, a new phone, whatever, you can know how to navigate this website. and it's all a learning process. Like I'm looking at things on a website and everything, and you know, it kind of looked like, you know, a foreign language to me right now, but you know, some things that did look like a foreign language to me before doesn't look like it now, because I'm getting used to it, and it's sounding more familiar because I've heard it before, or I've seen it before. Now it's starting to resonate a little bit better. So it's all a process. I'm going to be learning as I go along, but I made sure I went ahead and opened up that account and invested that first share. I sure enough did. So what's stopping y'all? You just like me. So go ahead and invest in that baby future, in your future too, because it's very important. I plan on investing too, and you can do like businesses, like your LLC. That's an option to open up account under, you know, your business too, and invest on, you know, your business behalf. You need a tax ID for that. What else? I know I keep on saying, but I just don't want to forget anything. So yeah, shares vary in price. Some shares are like $7. Some shares are like $12. Some shares are $30. Others is $100. Some is $1,000. Like really, it varies. So just do your research, look around, just play with it. You know what I'm saying? Get a feel for it. You're not sure, look it up. You know, and like I said, YouTube, whatever. I just want us all to be great, and use whatever resources we got out there. I want us to all uplift each other, empower one another, and I want us all to be great, because I really cannot completely, my heart can't be completely at peace, and I don't feel like I'll be completely successful if my people aren't successful, because what happens to you happens to me. You guys affect me, I affect you. Like, and unity is the key. Unity. Y'all heard Queen Latifah, UNITY, unity. Real talk. I used to just be singing that song, but like I be hearing songs like, and it really resonated to me because they was really speaking truth. Like I be listening like, yes, yes, yes. So really, we have to move as one. It's power in just that, moving as one. Everybody else does it, right? Every other group, Hispanics, Mexicans, Asians, white people, Indian. Did you notice that? Like, so we have to unite. Everything is should be a collective effort. That's the only way that we're going to succeed. Is divide and conquer. Teamwork makes the dream work. Divide and conquer. Teamwork makes the dream work. So we have to work as a team. We have to uplift one another. We have to love one another. We have to support one another. Black businesses, we have to support. Listen, I'm going to have to do a whole nother video. I be trying to chill. But I feel like it's some things that I just need to just put out there. I just need to put out there. And then it might, you know, resonate with somebody else, and then, you know, they might get a chance to tell somebody else, and, you know, it might resonate with them, and then, you know, everybody's starting to get on board. They starting to see the vision. It's starting to make sense. It's starting to become clearer and clearer and clearer, and not so hard. It's not so hard. It's really not. Even though we have all these obstacles and these barriers and these silos, all this stuff, like, we still, like, it's nothing to us. Like, we like this, we're built like that. Like, you can't hold us, you can't break us. Like, so I really just, I'm not I don't believe any of the excuses out there. I don't believe any of those. I don't believe it. I don't. So, yep, that ends this this whole spiel. I just wanted to get that out there to you guys, and I hope this helps. And if I can help you in any kind of way, definitely reach out to me. I'll try my best. I'll be busy, but like I said, like if it's something that I'm like doing right now and I can help you, like the stock market, like I just did it, so I can definitely, you know, share that knowledge with y'all. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.